Hey, I'm Renton Miller. I am head judge for park for World Skate, and this is noted by head judge for the 2026 World Skate World Cup in Austria. So it's crazy to see the progression of skating since skateboarding got into the Olympics. When I was a kid, we were super dedicated, but now we're really seeing people really dedicate themselves to the cause of skateboarding, and we're seeing some amazing progression, and from my end, it's great to watch. Big thing about this event is it feels like everybody is shredding. I mean, I think I say this every year, but really just the level on so many different parts of it is just getting more intense. More countries, more skaters, it's more competitive, and it just seems like skateboarding is really going off, and it looks good for the next cycle of Olympic qualifying going into LA. There is a sea of new kids coming. And of course, they're doing a lot of spins, as we would expect, a lot of flip grabs. But we're not just seeing the obvious stuff that kids do. We're seeing many of them use the park well and really beginning to understand how to use the park and how to really become a really good park skater. When I was a kid, I was really inspired by Danny Way. All of the pros, it seemed, were adults, you know, like I was just a kid, and you look up to these guys and they were rippers and you absolutely loved it. But then Danny Way came along and he was as good as the top dudes. And so for that reason, as a kid myself, he was my age, I look at him and go, wow, man, there's someone my age messing with the top dudes. And I think these days, that dude is Max Koo. Like, he's a bit like Danny Way. He's super young, he's small, but he's messing with the top dudes, and I find it inspirational. I think, you know, as far as the criteria of world skate events, you know, you have to have the execution, which pretty much means that you need to have power and all of that. It seems everything that he can control, you know, the technical difficulty, the variety of tricks, the use of the park, most of it he's taken care of. He just has to grow. But I tell you, when that kid grows, it is going to be on. He is an absolute ripper right now, and super exciting to watch. Also great to see the Africans making their way into world skate events. Obviously, we've had Dallas skate a couple of Olympics. We've had a couple of Africans here and there, but I think we're really seem to have just opened the door for more Africans to come and shred, and it was just great to see that contingent of skaters come and rip in front of us. Also super inspiring to see the good sportsmanship still plays a part in skating. I mean, that's a big part of why I think makes skateboarding great, the fact that people can not just skate in a competition against people, but still skate with them, still get stoked when they make stuff, and I feel like that's still alive in 2026. So in this round, we saw a lot of people shredding. Always great to see the hard worker Thomas Augusto killing it. Really hard worker. Also good to see two-time Olympian Tyler Ettmeyer stepping up. Tyler's off on the bubble, just missing out on making the cut. This event, he went through and really skated well, did some really courageous stuff like the tail grab 5 over the bridge. Really good stuff. And we had Izuru Nagahara from Japan doing the craziest backside ollies over the hip gap. Really just floating, just looked like he was in slow motion, riding up a glass wall, just absolutely killing it. Absolutely classic skateboarding, taking the ollie, the most classic trick you can do in skateboarding, and taking it to a new level. That was rad to watch. Also amazing to see Hampus qualify first. Absolutely foot to the floor skateboarding, going as hard as he can. His nose grab 540 over the bridge was huge. He landed into the pocket. Really, really, really rad skateboarding. So well done, Hampus.
Traveling left to right to left, massive 540s everywhere you look. Enormous kickflip. He's turning it up. Frontside Smith grind, tapping his tail on the way in. Into the deep once more. Big Madonna. Massive nose bone, alley-oop into the bank. And an Indy 5 holding it together, Hampus Winberg!
All right, Roma! Roma!
Okay, so we had a stacked field. What a tough gig. Again, new nations. We got the Chinese skaters. We saw them just coming into skating only a few years ago, and they came in fairly raw, fairly new to it. And now we're seeing skaters with great styles like Minky Zhu and Han come in and have a good approach to skating. I think as a whole, we're seeing some girls come through with really, really good styles. And I think that's testament to some of the skaters that are at the top, like Hinano Kosaki and Sky Brown, Kokona Haraki, having great styles and influencing some of the younger girls. It's really exciting to see where this is going to go. Elizabeth Amador, wow. Just a young girl, super hungry to go off, really coming, like had a run with 2 540s in her run. Unfortunately, one was after time. She missed the cut, but wow, she's going to be an exciting skater to watch in the future. Also Ignacia from Chile, like the backside blunt slide, the big airs, Smith grind over the bridge at speed. I think this is ushering in a new generation of skaters, a new level. I think what I'm seeing from those younger kids is they've been inspired by the veterans, and then they're bringing what the veterans have. And I think in the coming years, they're going to give their contributions. They're going to put in more, but it's a very exciting time. We've got Mia Kretzer from Australia, super rad style, executing perfect with twists. Straight out of the gate, I think she was one of the first skaters, and it was just about the first trick she did. It wasn't that long ago when a trick like a 540 would win a competition, a men's competition. I mean, it was 15, 20 years ago. That's not that long ago. And now we're seeing, girls come straight out the gate in qualifying. Boom, perfect McTwist. Mia Kretzer, that's going to be one to watch. Also amazing to see Hayley Servio qualify first. Another hard worker, she killed it. We find in these early rounds that a lot of skaters tone their stuff back. And when you're used to seeing the really good skaters skate really hard and you see them tone it back, as a judge, it's like, okay, we know you can do it and you're doing it to get through. And I understand why people do it, but it's a little bit less exciting. And in this case, we had Hayley Servio just come out, and she could have gone mellow, she could have gone soft, but she put the foot to the floor and did, ripped it to pieces, qualified first, and that was great. Well done, Haley. Another thing, I noticed at this event just how athletic skateboarding has become, and I don't say that in a bad way. I say that in a way that when you become more able as a person, you bring out better skateboarding. And I think at the start of the time when skateboarding's in the Olympics came out, all the skaters were all different sizes, all different approaches, maybe not the fittest people. Now when you look at the field, I'm looking at even particularly the girls, and they all just look so fit, and they all just look like just ready to shred. And I think in seeing that, the conditioning that they're doing and the skateboarding that they're doing, it's all just going up and up, and it's just great to watch, and yeah, good stuff. Okay, so at this stage, it's getting pretty cutthroat. I mean, it's cutthroat every round, but the higher you get to the top, the more competitive it gets. We've got new skaters coming in, pushing the older skaters. I think at the end of the day, experience still does win out, but I think some of those newer skaters really do push the older skaters. I think at this round, we're seeing it almost as like a practice ground or a training ground or place where some of these girls are cutting their teeth. Maisel Paris just missing the semi-finals the last couple of competitions, but I think, you know, she's gonna crack it. She's got a lot of potential, a lot of tricks, a fresh new approach to skating, and with girls like Helena Loureiro from Brazil, Caitlin Lest from the USA, Ignacia Munoz, they're all young skaters that are just learning the craft, getting through to the quarters and learning how to break through into the next round. So again, I think, you know, we're looking to some exciting times in the next phase of Olympic qualifying for Los Angeles. Okay, so we had Guillermo Marin was absolutely shredding, really owning the park, which I think maybe he's got to be a local, or if he's not, he's an absolute freak. And I mean, you can be a local and you can be an absolute freak. He doesn't necessarily have to be only one of those two things, but absolutely ripping skater, very technical skater, really knows the park. I think very exciting skater, new to World Skate events. I think he did a couple last year. He's going to be one to watch, I reckon.
Transfer to backleap. That's a blunt slide. And it's a 540. And that's done! Guillermo Marin, Roma!
Always good to see Pedro Barros shred, absolute veteran, has his own approach to skateboarding, super passionate. You can see him sweating passion when he skates. I think Pedro may get the award for the most passionate skateboarder in any given venue at any time he's there. I think he might be the most passionate skateboarder in the world. You see it in his skating. It's a spirited form of skateboarding. He goes as hard as he can, and I think he inspires a lot of the younger kids, and that's really good.
Off, getting the speed into the backside tailslide in the pocket of the deep end. That's a biggie. Barrier flip indie. Beautiful backside ollie, no grab. Back 5-0. Alley tail grab. Frontside blunt slide.
Yeah, he's still in.
And he's still in. Pedro Barros. All right, all right.
So watching the women's semis for both men and women, you quickly see that the skaters on this level bring a new higher level of skating to the table. As a judge, I kind of feel like this is the surprise round. I almost feel like the skaters in this round are almost like, surprise, that was my run I did in the quarters, now I've got new tricks. You have to evaluate a completely new run with heavier tricks. And it seems like a lot of people do it, but it's very exciting. It keeps us as judges on our feet, always thinking, and it also makes our job more fun. We get to see new stuff. If we saw the same stuff every day, every round, things would get boring. But the fact that so many people save stuff in the semi-finals, it does keep it very exciting. Saw some amazing skating from Yifan Lin from Chinese Taipei. She's really good, so much technical ability, and definitely at the forefront of skating.
Big tricks to start things off.
The depth of talent in women's skateboarding is increasing at an alarming rate.
Oh, you see the style on that back foot, kicking out on the 5, the twist, up to back lip. This has got a bit of everything so far. Nose grind on the straight wall. This is looking like a really, really well thought out run. And that sugarcane is so rad.
Just a couple of years ago, it was kind of like Heat 1 in women's semifinals was going to make it to finals. And now we're looking at...
Also great to see Masugu Okamoto back. For those that don't know, Masugu dominated the Tokyo Olympic cycle, absolutely dominated. Was the first girl to put 540s in 45-second runs. Absolute killer. Skated the Tokyo Olympics, skated really well, but didn't get a medal. And then took a break for a few years. Now she's back. Great skateboarder. Welcome back, Masugu.
Harder trick to start off with might be needed. So back to the top of the heat. Runs number 2, Masugu Okamoto. I'm hoping she's going to settle down now and get a little bit more comfortable now that first run's out of the way, and already an improvement from run number 1. Loving that little lean method over the spine. Oh, a bit of a foot adjustment on that one.
A bobble on the front Smith, but I love that she stuck through it and stayed strong on her back leg while it was grinding.
Taking it back down into the deep end. Whoa, I didn't feel like she had enough speed then. But getting it done, frontside air through the corner to corner. Stale fish and getting the full run. Really.
As always in this round, Arissa True impressed. She's always known for her tech moves. What was notable to me is at this event she shined with difficult lines, going over the hips, around the corners. Seeing some growth in Arissa's skating, which is really cool because she has the technical stuff absolutely dialed, and it's great to see that she's working on other parts and really just evolving and becoming a more mature skater. It's great. So watching this round for me was totally insane. I feel like it was one of the best representations of skateboarding I've seen at a World Skate event, particularly the semi-finals. Maybe not necessarily as a whole the highest level that I've ever seen, but what I really enjoyed and appreciated was this semi-finals brought so many different styles together in one place, and so many people's interpretations of skateboarding and their own character put into it pushed really far. To me, that's one of the cool things about skateboarding is everyone has their own personality and character, and this was really that. That was a bunch of guys all skating differently, all skated really well. We had 5 people in the 90s. We had Keegan Palmer, Yuro Nagahara, Guy Curry, Egoitz, and Issy, all in the 90s, all skating differently, and that I thought was really cool. I thought a notable part of this was seeing Guy absolutely destroy it. He represents a certain style, perhaps a more vert style of skateboarding. A lot of rotations, some park style in there too, but an absolute expert at the rotations. He went completely crazy. He got in the 90s twice, bringing flip 540s and 900s in the same run, along with some pretty good park use. It was all insane skateboarding. I thought that was great.
Go deep end, and then coming out of the deep end, we see the front blunt or a different lip trick. Yeah, frontside tail slide. It's a little bit better.
Looked like he struggled with the landing there, but powering back down into the deep end. Oh, wow. 2 for 2 on the 900.
On the other hand, we also saw the park style of skater represented really well in this round. Alex Sorgente has such a unique style and approach to skating the park. I think as far as someone that really utilizes the park, that's Alex. Really just all over the park, skating creatively. It was great to watch.
Success 50-50, alley-oop in. Taking the front side grind up that escalator. Spanking the tail on the body jar.
There it is. Backside nose blunt on the bank. That's a really good one.
I love his frontside tail slide reverse.
I really love his skating. I think if he just has that one deep end banger, like we see from the top two, he would really have a better chance of surviving this second heat skating.
As is Ivan Federico. Ivan's line was tech, with a lot of flip tricks, some flow, and a really unique approach to using this park. And we could tell it was a special occasion for Ivan because he wore pads. You look good, Ivan, in pads.
Also has experience skating in street competitions too, which he competed in Rome before.
Scooping that backside air and getting the speed to come back. Oh, that was dangerous and hanging on to the toenails.
50 from the deck.
Backside boneless and bringing it back round those corners, trying to get that speed back up.
This is some of that old school Park Series style skating.
And I think he's going to do well to get this last trick in. Yeah,
Also had Luke Kaler, I think a newcomer to this level of the competition, really showing that he's potentially going to be a force in the future. Bringing tricks like alley-oop, backside blunt slide, off the mid-extension, and then over the hip. Next level trick, haven't seen anything like it before. Kickflip body jars, just missing the cut. Luke Kaler was shredding. So I think at this event, we've been here for so many times, we're seeing the skaters really exploit these obstacles, like look into every nook and cranny and look how they can really get creative. I think, you know, when we go to a place for the first time, it's a bit harder for skaters to go in and really just do stuff that's really different and obscure. But at this event, we've been here like 5 years, so the skaters are used to the park, they've skated it a lot, and they're really exploring their own creativity and their own personalities and bringing it out. I mean, that sounds a bit kind of weird, but you know, we basically have so many different forms of individuals bringing out their own personal interpretations of skateboarding on this course, and it's rad to watch. Wow, women's final was insane. So the women's styles are great to watch. Kokona, Haraki, Hanano, Sky, just good to watch. Love it. And then we have like technical powerhouse Arisa and Mizuho in there. It's just a great combination of skaters. And we're seeing a great deal of progression amongst these skaters. It was good to see Hayley Servia up there. Like, she's really worked out a nice line around the skate park and really putting in some heavy tricks like the McTwist and the Fakie 5 and things like that. It was great. So Kokona's run was super sick. Similar to the run that she did in qualifying, added a few tricks like the nose grind, lip slide, up the extension. She just has a good style, a good approach. Her curation of her run is basically the line through the park, the tricks that are chosen, how they're presented, the line that they're presented in, just the use of the obstacles. It just ticks all the boxes. It's just great skateboarding. Nice one, Kokona. Sky Brown absolutely killed it and was in first for a long time. Such a good style, her trick choice, and great to watch. Absolutely ruling. Sky started her run with a gap from the jump ramp on the top of the deck into the bank. Now, I don't know if you're just watching this on TV or whatever, but that bank is quite steep, quite serious. That's a really serious trick to start with, and a very park style trick. It's not just a straight quarter pipe trick. It's an obstacle. So when Sky comes straight out and hits it like that, I think that's pretty much a statement that she's going to be shredding. So Sky Brown was in first place until I think the last runs, until we had Mizuho come in for her fourth run, the golden run. Wow. So Mizuho Hasegawa, hard worker, seeing her the last few years, absolute shredder. I think at this event her run was at least on par with the best girl skateboarding I've ever seen, if not the best girl skating I've ever seen. The start of the line was insane. Judo 540, really busting out, going big. Judo 540 on concrete, that's a gnarly move. Then backing it up with the backside blunt slide over the bridge, and then kickflip frontside air around the corner, kickflip indie on the volcano. Now that combination is serious, and I can't understate, like that is up there with the best girl skating I've ever seen, if not the best girl skateboarding I've ever seen. That was so rad. The whole run, Mizuho working hard the last few years. I think she missed the Olympics by a hair on the last one, and it looks like she's not going to let that happen again. She's come back, she means business, and that was rad. Well done, Mizuho. Wow. So we saw Guy absolutely shred the semis. Unfortunately, he took a couple of slams that we saw from the judging booth. His run's pretty gnarly to do when you're battered from a slam. He still did the 900 in his run, which, to be completely honest, I think is absolutely insane at any point in time, but especially if you've taken two slams. The 900 was perfect. He left a couple of things out of his run, so I don't think it was the run that he wanted to do, but absolutely great skateboarding. And I don't think he got the result that he probably wanted, but just the fact that he had two slams, got up and absolutely shredded, killed it. I think that's credit to him. Well done, Guy. Keegan Palmer brought some positive vibes, always smiling. Once he makes a run, the kid is smiling, and it's great to watch. Whenever you see someone skate with a smile and, they may not be necessarily looking like they're in a competition, they look like they're in a session, it's inspirational, and I think Keegan had that. His run was rad. He chooses beautiful tricks. His line's really good. It's stuff that no one else is really doing. Alley-oop indie 360 into the deep. I think Mitchie called it a 450. Sick trick. Frontside board over the bridge. Keegan on his last run tried the alley-oop kickflip frontside air from pocket to pocket. Now that was an absolute killer trick. It was massive, absolutely huge. Yeah, Keegan Palmer, great to watch. Tom Shah, absolute master on a skateboard, raw power and technical ability. At this event, we've seen the progression of skateboarding go to the point where we're seeing a lot of people frontside blunt slide off the extension over the hip. I mean, you want to see the master do it, watch Tom Shah. I mean, he's doing it and slapping his tail, he's sliding, he's got control. It's absolutely sick. He's doing it out of a frontside ollie switch K on the other side. Street kind of style trick. Tom's got the kickflip indie from the platform jump ramp into the bank. Tail grab 5 over the bridge. Absolutely next level run. It was super, super sick and great to watch. Well done, Tom. And our winner gone absolutely crazy. Really, really just putting his foot to the floor. Accelerator full down. Issy Sakurai is an absolute monster. Great use of the park. Turning tricks like backside tail sides over hip into super exciting on the edge of your seats. Just go, wow, what is he going to make it or not? Going big with full speed. He's got a super exciting approach. Gone as big as he can on 540s. Got the use of the park with the tail slide on the rail. And then even bringing in the backside power slide on the Volcano, just giving it a bit of a Scott Oster, Christian Assoy type of vibe. Got the body varial Indy 540 and the backside ollie 360. Not necessarily. I think Issy really proves that it's not necessarily what you do; it's how you do it. He absolutely killed it. Couldn't skate faster. Exciting to watch. I think he had everyone there on the edge of their seats. And he really made it good to watch. But congratulations to everyone in this entire event. It was super cool to watch and just super honoured to be a part of it and do some judging. So thank you, everyone.